48 Laws of Power, one of the greatest and most controversial books in the psychology world. Some people absolutely hate it for the immoral ways that some of the laws are stated, and some people love every bit of it because of the eye-opening content that it has. I read this book more than 5 times, and let me tell you something, reading and kinda studying 574 pages for 5 times was a bit time consuming. So I decided to make this video to highlight the best parts of it, so you don't have to read 2870 pages collectively. I've already made a video about this book, you can check it out by clicking here. It's about 4 minutes, but it gives you a clear understanding of the book. I probably make this a series because I cannot fit everything in one video, so if you don't want to miss them, make sure to subscribe. We want to grow together. The first law that really caught my attention was the law number 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take credit. Now before we all comment, this is immoral, this book is evil, where I would say the same thing if there wasn't any context to it, let me explain. You see, the intro part of the law states, use the wisdom, knowledge, and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save you valuable time and energy, it will give you a godlike aura of efficiency and speed. In the end, your helpers will be forgotten and you will be remembered. Never do yourself what others can do for you. If you really think about it, it's actually how every great thing works. Just look at it from a business perspective. There's an entrepreneur who starts a business and hires a team, and each of them is an expert at what they do, and they get paid for it. So it doesn't mean that the founder is taking advantage of them. He took the risk of starting the business, hiring all those people and paying them before the company is even profitable, and if the company takes off, he's rewarded for taking that risk. Just look at Elon Musk. He doesn't know how to make a rocket, but he has a team of physicists and engineers that can do it for him. Nobody knows who they are like they know Elon, and it's totally fine morally, because he put hundreds of millions of dollars of his own money at risk when starting that company, and now he's being rewarded for that. There's no shame to it. And there are lots of other examples. Screenwriters, editors, soldiers, construction workers. You probably don't know who wrote your favorite movie or the editors behind your favorite YouTuber. And it's totally fine and reasonable. You can have years of experience and saving hundreds of hours by just hiring someone, and they get paid their fair amount. It's win-win for both parties, and it's the closest thing to buying time. Just hire someone to do it for you. The second law on the list is law number 9. Win through your actions, never through arguments. I cannot stress how important this law is because I suffered from it myself. You know, I'm a decent debater. I don't engage in any argument if I know I don't have the information needed for it. So it usually goes in my favor. But I was doing something very wrong. You see, the reason that we argue is mostly because we want to change other people's opinion. But that happens very rarely. Nobody wants to admit that he was wrong. Nobody wants the feeling of losing. So by winning an argument, you'll get your momentary sense of victory. But the resentment and the hatred your argument has started will cause you more damage than doing you any good. You lose in every scenario, so why even do it? Instead, you can show them the proof, the evidence. Nobody can argue with that. But you should do it politely and preferably in confidence. You want to influence them, not to embarrass them. Third, law number 39. Stir up water to catch fish. I put this law in my top 5 so you can be aware of it and recognize it when it happens. Anger and emotions are strategically counterproductive. You must always stay calm and objective. But if you can make your enemies angry while staying calm yourself, you gain a decided advantage. Put your enemies off balance. Find the chink in their vanity through which you can rattle them and you hold the strings. You are at your weakest point when you can't control your actions and your words, and getting angry will put you on that spot. How many times have you heard someone say, "Sorry I did that, I was angry," or "Sorry I said that, I didn't mean it"? Probably a lot. And each time that you get angry or burst out of emotions, you'll be seen as this weak person with such little self-control who can be influenced by the slightest things. And it doesn't matter that if you're right or wrong. The only thing that they see is you losing your shit. Anger cuts off our options, and the powerful cannot thrive without options. Once you train yourself to not take matters personally and to control your emotional responses, you have placed yourself in a position of tremendous power. Now you can play with the emotional responses of other people. Stir the insecure into action by impugning their manhood and by dangling the prospect of an easy victory before their faces. I don't want to encourage anyone to use this tactic, but people use it all the time, and you have to be aware of it to protect yourself when someone is trying to provoke you. Self-control is the first and most important step to power, so try to get better at it from today. Fourth, law number 13. When asking for help, appeals to people's self-interest, never to their mercy. The reality of the world is that nobody really cares about you or me and the things that we're doing, besides like 2 or 3 people max who are usually your family. And it's not something to get upset about because frankly, you don't care about your high school's friend's career. Everyone is busy with their own things. You shouldn't expect anything from anyone. Nobody owes you anything, and you're not entitled to get what you've asked for from other people, not even from your closest friend. And if you have done something for them, you should never expect anything in return. This might sound super harsh, but trust me, if you think like that, life would get so much easier. You won't be thinking about, oh, I did that for him, but he didn't do the same for me, or he has to do that because I've done that for him. No. It gives the vibe that you weren't genuine when doing them a favor. And trust me, people will find a way to ignore you and your request, even if you've done something for them in the past. But once it's about their interest, the story changes. Self-interest is the lever that will move people. Once you make them see how you can in some way meet their needs or advance their cause, their resistance to your request for help will magically fall away. At each step on the way to acquiring power, you must train yourself to think your way inside the other person's mind, to see their needs and interests, to get rid of the screen of your feelings that obscure the truth. Master this art and there will be no limits to what you can accomplish. The fifth and the last law is the law number 25. Recreate yourself. Do not accept the roles that society foists on you. Recreate yourself by forging a new identity, one that commands attention and never bores the audience. Be a master of your own image, rather than letting others define it for you. You know, growing up I hated reading books. I actually never studied for any exam till like 7th grade. But I had perfect scores because I would listen in the class. Everyone knew that I hated books, and whenever they heard my name and the word book in the same sentence, the immediate response was, oh, he doesn't like books. I was that guy, right? But when I was 17, I read my first book. And now I'm making a video about the book that I read for 5 times. You see, right now we have a lot of traits that other people define us by them. Oh, he's shy, he's lazy, he doesn't like working out, he has a low temper. And they may absolutely be true, but they don't have to stay true. You weren't born with those characteristics. You develop them over time, and over time you can absolutely change them. And it's actually a great feeling, doing something that you never thought you could do. So next time someone tells you, you've changed, the correct response is always, I hope so. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing your comments in the comment section. I answer all of them and I encourage everyone to express what they think. Without exchanging ideas, we won't grow as a society. See you in the next video. For now, goodbye.